She the baddest bitch, she a knockout. With a Spanish bitch, we gon' rock out. Feel like Halo 2, I'm in lockout. When I pull up, you know I pop out. All of these hoes.
Hello, what's good, y'all? Welcome back on another special episode of WillChill podcast. I got a special guest for y'all today. It's my first ever collab on this podcast. He's a legendary person. He's also an upcoming TikToker. I want y'all to introduce yourselves to
JUSTJU, man.
You know
we
saying?
In the building now. JUSTJU,
you know
shout out,
I
man.
appreciate y'all tuning in. My
Yes,
first
sir.
ever collab, man.
I know what it is.
Hey, man, we're gonna have a lot to talk about now. Listen, how's life been? How's life been treating you, man?
Hey, not gonna lie, it's fun, but it's tiring. I can't lie. Like real talk, it's tiring. Work, keeping up with everything, the content, making money, trying to do this and that. Yeah, spend money. It's tiring.
Fast.
I can't lie.
Now, how's school going, man? I know you're the number one star in basketball, man. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with that, man?
Ain't none of that, but school is actually kind of like, right now it's a little easy just because of the finals. You know, you already do no much work and stuff like that. But other than that, like, it's a lot to keep up with. I tell you, it's tiring, bro.
Mm-hmm. I say you're doing that one hooper in the whole school because, you know, the TikTok thing going on. But we're going to get into that a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So, man, what's been going on? What motivates you to start TikTok?
All right, so I'm really giving this motivation is really like a shout out, but it's really like my dead serious my motivation, right?
Gotcha.
So if y'all heard of Soso Rondo, he's like all over like social media, TikTok, Instagram, all on that. Get it on YouTube. That's actually my cousin. All right, so not a lot of people know that. A lot of my people that follow me, they know that.
Yeah.
So he started getting into it, right? But I was making different content. I was still making content, but a little bit of different content on the side. Then I was like, you know what? Let me get back in my hoop bag, all right? So I started hooping again, and the next thing you know, people started noticing it, and I'm starting to get recognized. I went to a couple of events recently that we can probably talk about later, and then that's just motivation. Everything just got started. Then you got shout out to another friend. He's an upcoming YouTuber, Buckets for Jimmy. He also gives me a lot of tips and stuff like that.
I heard about for Jimmy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you know, it's all that. You know.
That's dope. Cause when I did TikTok for like manifestation.
Right.
I got a good following on that. I'm still a little big on manifestation, but not as much that I used to be. But I was like literally just posting like good like posts on like, you know, just positivity and like just getting yourself out there, and then it was giving me good feedback, and it ended up like with 14K followers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's dope that anybody that you get inspired by, you started doing what you want to do, but also you started trying to be yourself. And I see that a lot. I see that a lot in your TikTok videos, because I see the one with the menace, the funniest one, the one you like football players trying to be like play like basketball. It's like literally like just accurate, right on point. Because a person like me, I love doing impersonations. I wanted to do that. Started my channel. By the way, his TikTok is called JUSTJU45.
That's right.
Definitely go follow him. Get his followers up. He's literally an upcoming man. He's really funny. And I'm not just saying y'all should definitely just watch him just because of basketball. No, it's funny. Like, y'all like to laugh, y'all will watch his stuff. Like TikTok.
I'm right here for you, man. And we got the talent, you know. I got a lot of people talking trash coming in my comments saying, "Oh, you can't hoop for real."
All the time,
man. We gonna see it soon. Coming up on YouTube, JUSTJU.
This is it.
So
for sure. So I know you also have a YouTube channel. It's
Oh,
called JUSTJU, isn't it?
JUSTJU, man.
You know what I'm saying? So go follow in there, man.
JUSTJU,
So
man.
what makes you start YouTube?
So YouTube is primarily, that's Buckets for Jimmy. He got me on the YouTube grind, you know?
Okay.
So at first, I never really wanted to do like a series like how Devontae Free just show straight up skills and stuff like that. I was never like that. I was more like a be creative with it. So I tried to do like a lot of edits into it. And I was trying to like inspire people. So I have like a series that's called Trying to Be Great on there that I do. So if you know me, then you'll be kind of surprised, but I actually didn't make the first 3 out of 4 years of my high school team. I got cut every time. And everyone's like, yo, you're not going nowhere. You're not going to do much. I was like, all right, bet. 4th year, senior year, that's when I went crazy. And, you know, people started recognizing me. I started being, hit me. They said, oh, where you going to college at, man? Where you going to college? I'm not going to college because that 4th year, I got hurt. I broke my ankle, sprained it, and tore a ligament all at the same time, out for 6 months. So, you know, I have like that excuse on my back, you know, which I hate about it. But that's the thing I want me to say. I'm trying to be great, you know. I'm trying to keep it going, you know.
Exactly.
Let people know, like, just because you didn't go the normal route as everyone else, doesn't mean your legacy is over, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So I try to incorporate that into all the funny, ideas that I come up with, the jokes I do. That's at the end of the day, just trying to be great, man. You know?
Yeah, nah, that's dope, bro. For
Yeah,
real.
that's real.
Like, any motivation for y'all out there, for what he's saying, basically, to be successful, you gotta have a success story. So like starting from the bottom, you like all his injuries, like you gotta go through obstacles to like achieve what you really want in your life. So I admire what he's doing, and like he just gotta keep going, like, and especially what he's doing in TikTok and like his grind on YouTube, and like him being an upcoming like basketball star, like he still can go at it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate, I admire that.
That's for sure. Appreciate the love.
But there's this one video on your channel that got a lot of people's eye. It got you big. You good a little bit.
I know where this is going here.
So what was the whole take on you saying Larry Bird is better than Kevin Durant, and you saying Larry Bird is overrated?
All right, so I'm gonna tread the waters as light as possible, because I know when I talk about
all
this,
yours,
there's gonna be a lot of hate in the comments. But
all right,
I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, Kevin Durant is a better player than Larry Bird. And the second I said that, about 1,000 dislikes on that video. The second they heard that from me, So now I took the videos down. Mostly because I said in the notifications every once in a while. I got to my head a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I wasn't really tripping, because I'm not a reaction channel.
Mm-hmm.
But I was trolling very heavy in that video, which I normally don't do.
That's his generation. We love to troll.
I normally don't troll like that to that extent. But I thought it was to the point where people understand I'm joking.
Yeah.
But people thought I was dead serious and oh, Larry Bird's trash. Someone called me a sexist. Now I don't provide any or I don't support none of that. All right, or they call me racist. I don't support none of that.
Mm-hmm.
I explained. I made another video clearing things up. They showed a little bit more love. They were a little forgiving, but I was like, dang, y'all really got a Larry Bird cult, huh? Cause that was it was out of hand, bro. Cause the second video I provided a little bit more actual facts. I was saying Larry Bird has accomplished more than KD, but it comes to just being a pure basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Durant just takes the cake, man. I was like, but some people are hating on it, But,
okay, I would say that skill-wise, KD's obviously better. But for his career, people are talking about career-wise, because they it's a lot of old heads that probably on your channel, and they probably like, oh, what is youngin doing, talking about this mess? He don't know nothing about basketball.
Exactly.
But what I see it as, I see what you saying as like skill-wise, like this generation, I don't know if Larry Bird will last like KD has been. Even though with his injuries and everything, KD is more flexible. He's more like versatile. Larry Bird was a great shooter, great passer, great rebounder, and also just literally just one of the greatest ever. It's his old generation was a lot different. People don't understand old generation is a lot different basketball than now.
That's right.
Nobody now, back then everybody was pushing each other on. Everybody was fighting and stuff like that. Now when you do this, it's a foul. When you pass gas, when you fart and shit, that's a foul. So like, this is a little different for this generation. Now Larry Bird will probably average more points, but I don't know if he will be as dominant as KD has been right now. I still think Larry Bird's obviously way better, like as a career-wise player than KD, but I can see where he's coming from. But also, what I see is Larry Bird was great in his time. He also had 3 rings to KD's 2.
All right.
Those 2 when he joined Golden State, joined Stephen Curry, joined Klay Thompson, a 73-9 when he had Russell Westbrook, who arguably, honestly, you can't win with him at this point. But he had Ibaka, he had James Harden, he had a squad, went to the finals versus LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh. When LeBron was literally in his prime, D-Wade was kind of coming off his prime, and Bosh was still doing Bosh things. So KD had opportunities to really win a real champ. Now, I'm not discrediting his championship. It's just he took an easy route. That's why I discredit KD, and I kind of side with people's points, even though they was going a little overboard, because we know he was just trolling at the end of the day. Because on my channel, I have videos like that. I have a video where I'll have like free agency, predicting free agency trades, where I had Westbrook going to Miami. Everybody was coming at me. Boy, I saw this like, no, you don't know nothing about basketball. No, you need to just try to delete it and all that. I'm like, listen. At that time, Miami needed a point guard. Yes, Westbrook wasn't the best option, but Westbrook was still going to be productive on that team because he had Jimmy Butler, who's a great leader. Jimmy Butler was going to get in his ear. And you have a great coach, Eric Spoelstra, where now when Westbrook's on the Lakers, Frank Vogel was a good coach, but he's not really a leader. LeBron's getting up in the age. Then you have AD trying to take over the team. Right now, it's just the chemistry's all messed up.
It is all over the place right now.
So, for my thing is, who you think is who's your favorite player, or who you think is the best player in the NBA right now?
Oh, I'm glad you asked this one. I'm sure at this point he probably already knows who my favorite player is. Probably the GOAT of the league. Arguably probably the best player in the last 10 decades. You have Kelly Oubre. So, she looking at me like that for.
Alright, end this thing real quick.
So,
why is Kelly Oubre? Explain yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Why Kelly Oubre? So, look, I already know what y'all about to say. We just see him on Shaq's in the fool. He missed the right-handed layup. But what no one's talking about is, that 35 on the dome against who they play. Shoot.
Yeah, who they
play?
play?
I forget who they
team?
play. No.
Okay, see?
They play some comp. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I think, dang, I'm not looking like a fan right now. I forget who they played, but he came off at 35, right? So when I first realized Kelly Oubre was my favorite player, it was back when he was on the Wizards. Everything was John Wall. John Wall, he's coming off, I think it was off a fast break. A John Wall layup. He missed that John Wall layup, which is rare. And Kelly Oubre with the thunderous putback, and they did the little dap up they did. I was like, yeah, this dude, he got the drip, he got the game, he got the everything. And I've been saying, I said, the second Kelly Oubre gets his starting spot, he's going to go crazy. Next thing you know, Kelly Oubre gets traded to the Suns. He's dropping 40 bomb on Lakers, he's dropping 40 bomb on the Clippers, he's dropping 40 this way, that way. I was like, yeah, let's get active. And then the Warrior season happened, all right? So I know what y'all about to say. How's that your favorite player came and make a three-pointer? It's just a minor setback, came off of injuries and all, but that's all right to me, all right? We're going to get back into it on Charlotte. Anyways, but you said who else? You said what? Who I think the best player in the league is, for real?
Yep. All
right, best player in the league, for real. As of right now, probably have to go with someone like Jared Dudley. So...
that's really I appreciate y'all tuning into this podcast. He's speaking a lot of mess right now. I don't know what he's talking about. I see why y'all got him to hate on that Larry Bird video. I see. Now, anyways, explain yourself in this one. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, ain't no explaining that one.
Yeah, ain't no explaining that one.
Now, for real, my favorite best player in the league, I think right now, is either. See, that's tough. Honestly, it's between Giannis and Stephen Curry for me right now. Not gonna lie, but I'm leaning a lot more on Steph's side. I can't lie, because that man right now is looking like really unstoppable.
Without Klay Thompson.
This man can shoot 2 for 10 from the field for like a game and still manage to drop 20 just off of all the pressure he brings to get to the line and just even the clutch three-pointers. He doesn't have to score a ton of points to make that big difference in a game, which is a lot slept on, by a lot of fans in the league, because I think if you're not scoring the ball as much, you can't be the best player. Which clearly isn't true. Curry's second night dropped only 20 off a triple-double dub against who was it again? I think it was the Lakers, wasn't it?
It was the first game of the season.
But yeah, against the Lakers. I was like, that's wild, man. Like, you got to give credit where credit is due. And he's just making a huge impact in the league right now. And just making a lot of noise.
He's dominant.
Yeah.
Why you say Giannis also?
Giannis is just that guy at this point, So last year we realized it. He didn't win an MVP, but he won Finals MVP, and he was a contender for the MVP. He was just dominant, and that's without a jump shot. Mm-hmm. Now we come back to this season, and this man's starting to do a dribble off the pull up off the dribble. That's getting scary.
If he does that consistently,
that's getting scary.
Lee's over. He's doing that consistently. Honestly, my favorite. Well, the best player in the league right now. I think Alex Caruso.
What did you say?
Why is he laughing?
No, sorry, I had something in the air. What makes it?
Anyways, Alex Caruso, he does it on both sides of the floor, y'all. The offensive side, he only shoots 1 or twice a game, but He gets to the right. He gets to the free throw line. He's dominant. Nobody can stop him on the floor. And he just the energy he brings on the court. That's why Chicago's so good this year. It's not just because of Lonzo, Zach LaVine doing his thing, DeRozan, mid-range god, mid-range killer.
Yeah, you know, that's playing the team.
Caruso brings the energy that Lakers are missing. That's why the Lakers are 500. Because the Lakers are missing Alex Caruso, that dog they need in that locker room. That person that dials on the floor, get the ball, loose balls. Nobody does that no more. So a person like that does stuff differently on both sides of the floor, yeah, he's the best player in the league. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, really, honestly, the best player right now, I would say Steph Curry. Because he's been doing his whole career, but like what he's doing without Klay Thompson, and he's actually passing the ball definitely better. Like he's been a decent passer, but I think he could have been better, and he's been better this year. The supporting cast he has right now, Jordan Poole might be a most improved player. But Draymond doing Draymond things, even though he can't shoot a brick in the ocean. And then you got these other young dogs like Damian Lee, like Toscano, and these other players like say the Warriors. And then you got Klay and Weissman coming back, so it's gonna be scary for the league. Giannis been dominating the league for a while. He deserved the championship last year. This year they starting to get it together, but Giannis, those are two good candidates. LeBron is he keeps getting not injured, but right now it's not looking too great for the Lakers. It's early, LeBron always has slow starts for the team. So they talking about fire Frank Vogel, get rid of Russell Westbrook. Let's let them get 10 more games into the season, and then we'll see. Now, enough of basketball, enough of that. What is your opinion on today's society and social media and this generation?
See, that's a tough one. So right now, social media is really not my favorite at the moment, you know?
Facts.
Mostly because there is a lot of hate right now.
Facts.
Like a ton, you know? And it's not always like a serious type of hate, more of like people hate because they know it grabs people's attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Exactly.
And that's what makes it even worse, you know? Now you got people purposely going out, trying to make hate. So I hate to, bring them back to basketball, but when I think you say social media and stuff like that, I think back to like the basketball community. Anytime you go to the park and there's a camera, the first thought is, who am I going to start a fight with for content, you know? It's never about like the main focus of what you're going to do anymore. It's whatever grabs people's attention, and that attention is like either fighting or hating or just cursing people out. And it's really just crazy, you know? That's why me and Sosa Rondo, we have like our own little group going on. Like we're looking to take over. Like we're looking to keep it just about basketball. All those people that want to fight, we won't fight. We're just gonna show them straight how we hoop, you know.
Yeah.
Like we'll show them like how it's really supposed to be done. That's why I love people like AJ LePray on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
He got into a tussle with
Chris White
recently, and I watched AJ's side of it. And honestly, I'm not gonna take sides because I wasn't there. I'm not like some big star or anything to know like exactly what happened. But just off the thought of it, it's good vibes, good positivity or good time, something like that. His motto is. And that's why I just respect. He just goes out there and hoops. He tries to get back to the people. Always messing with everybody, being like showing love to his fans, supporting and everything. Exactly. That's what I think like what we should get back to. And even not just in basketball, like everything. Like I said, it's just like going back and forth and all the shootings that happening too, man. That's just terrible. Like it's just a lot of hate going on social media right now,
that's a great point. My thing is, social media has ruined a lot of things in this generation. Yeah. Social media has ruined relationships, especially now. Social media has ruined great times, going out, just having a good time outside. It's kind of scary now in this world to even go outside and have a good time, especially. I don't want to bring up race thing, but as a black person, because we all getting shootings happen and just you don't know what's gonna happen, especially when you're with a wrong crowd and you think that's your friend, but at the same time they're doing something behind your back. They're accessory free. So and social media now, there's a reason why people are kind of distancing themselves for especially basketball takeovers, not just basketball, but anything just going out and have a good time. See, a person like me, I'm a simple person. So I don't mind doing anything that's just, just having a good time. But when it comes to hate, it starts all on social media. And people just want to, like, spread their fingers, do this all day long. But when they come in person, they don't want to do nothing. They want to talk. It's all on YouTube. It's all on Twitter. I be trying to avoid Twitter because Twitter is an evil place. It's a funny place, but it's an evil place.
Yep.
And then you just hear all the negativity on Twitter too, all on the news. That's why I don't watch the news. We all just want to have good times. Just be positive. Stay positive. Reach our goals. The hate brings on more, motivation, but also brings more negativity to the community. And it's just it obviously COVID ruined a lot of things, but it's been happening. Like social media now, we just simple people. We just want to go out, have a good time. Like you want to go out and hoop. I want to go out and make videos and grow myself. I want to go out, go to the gym, and just and make money. Like why can't it be that simple? Everything has to go back to social media, just spreading lies and just talking smack about people. Like it's cool on the court when you're doing stuff like that, but like when you're doing it on social media, it's lame. It's not the move. It's really corny, and it makes things just less like entertaining and just less enjoyable. So like even though YouTube is a pro and con, like with that, because it's a pro because you get yourself motivated. You want that hate because those haters become your fans. So
that's facts.
So when that happens, you just gotta keep grinding. I want both of us to just keep grinding, keep doing what we're doing because no matter what hate we get, we know we're doing something right.
That's facts.
So
that's facts.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. For me, I'm just a simple person. Like in this generation, I wish things were better, but I mean, COVID itself happened. So I mean, you brought up a good point. Like. Where you said that all the hate we get on social media, but it is what it is, man. Like, what is something you would change or you would like about social media? What do you wish would have been better?
Damn. So one of the reasons why I think we get so much hate when people do social media is because there's a lot of people out there that fake their content. Yeah. One thing that I could change, I wish it'd be that fake content would never get like the recognition it gets now today.
Yeah.
So people fake a lot of things and make it seem like they're not really like that. In person they're probably like, a terrible person, crappy person, whatever they think. And that's just like an example. I got a couple of examples. Like anytime I go to the camera or the gym with a camera, people immediately will go for my neck. Not like words wise, but second like we got up in the court, we start hooping. I'm getting straight blows, straight like fouls, straight like hacks and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can see the vibe.
Yeah,
you can see the tension.
And you know that why? Because they don't want to get exposed by a fake hooper, Because they think if you have a camera and you don't have any real like titles behind your back, like D1 or 1K points club or stuff like that, or just any like real something like to back up your game.
Yeah.
You're a fake hooper, You're a fake YouTuber. You're not really like that, which is actually T-Jazz.
Yeah.
Actually, said with teacher, I think he said something about that. People thought he really couldn't hoop, until he started to prove to people he could really hoop, and now he got the positivity he deserves, the recognition he deserves, and he's going crazy right now. So that kind of also inspires me to kind of do the same thing, So anytime I go out there with my camera to the gym or anything, I try to be the same person with the camera wasn't there. Just keep it all real and just hoop, man, because that's the day. Just trying to hoop, man.
Do your thing, bro.
Just
do your thing, man.
Yeah, that's the one thing I can change is that fake stuff, that fake idea that every time you have a camera, it's fake.
It's fake anything. Like,
just
be real. Why is it so hard to do that?
Yeah.
But enough of that. Let's get back to the TikTok.
Alright, what you got for me?
Alright. We know the story of Adin Ross shouting you out on your live, man. Explain the whole story behind that.
I should have seen this one coming. All
right,
so So it really started with like just a normal live. So this day was kind of like crazy. I'm talking about like I had like 2.6 thousand people in my live. You know, they were just chilling. I think at this point it was before I got 2.6. I think it was like probably around like 1.2K in there right now at the moment, right? Mm-hmm. And as you know, we're hooping, we're shooting around, playing the game knockout. You know, I'm pretty sure everyone knows knockout or blackout, whatever they call it now. Yeah. You know, we're just hooping, we're chilling in there, and I go to check the comments, and I'm getting spam. They're saying, "Yo, Adin Ross just commented. Adin Ross just commented," and the immediate thought that I thought was, "Why these dudes trolling me, bro?" I'm like, because they always say I look like people. I've gotten Polo G, 21 Savage, I understand, but the second main one I get besides 21 Savage is I look like Speed. so I immediately think, bro, these dudes need to leave me alone, bro. They're going too far, bro. They're gonna get my hopes up. Adin Ross is not in my chats, bro. Like, y'all need to stop playing. It's TikTok live. There's no way he's seeing me. They say, bro, stop playing. So I walk away from the camera. I shoot again. I come back. They said, bro, stop walking away. He's commenting. I'm like, all right, I'm going to stand here. I'm going to bear with y'all trolls. I'm going to go on with the trolling, right? I'm going to go on with it. And as you know, I'm looking at the comments. Bro, where are you? I'm trying to hoop. I'm thinking it's a fake Adin Ross account. I click on it. I see 4.6 million followers with the check mark. I said, there's no way.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Hey, shout out to Adin Ross, man. Like, he's literally carried 2020.
No, really.
Like, last year it was Flight. This year is Adin Ross. Like, definitely shout out to, like, Adin Ross, bro. Like, he's doing his thing. Like, he's bringing all... That's what I love about these new content creators now. They bring everybody together. Like, they bring people on their, like, their podcasts, or not just podcasts. They bring people on their videos, their Twitch, and they just not just having a good time. It's not... why can't it be that simple? Like, I love what Adin Ross is doing. Shout out to Adin Ross, and that's amazing.
That's for sure.
So, right now, top 5 content creators right now that you watching.
Top 5. See, y'all gonna think I'm weird, but some of y'all may know, and some of y'all may not know the 5 by the name. But right now, top of my list, Afro Central. All right, he's a gaming channel. You know, he's more like anime content. You know, he has a mill on YouTube. That's my top one. Anytime he posts, I just get excited, man. I don't know, something about him, man. Number 2, that's tough. I probably go Marcellus Howard right now. I can't lie. I love watching his reaction videos. I love watching his reaction videos.
He's nice too. I like him. He's underrated.
Yep, for sure. And he puts a lot of people on. I love it. You know, he's a straight up dude.
Exactly.
And he also followed my boy on Instagram too. He followed Sosaron on Instagram. So,
nice.
So yeah, shout out to him. So number 3, House. I got to go House. Jay Jones, Trey, Dre too.
They are so underrated.
No, for sure.
When you say, that's a good one.
You know, I love when Dre and Trey go at each other too. They're just hilarious. And Jay Jones, like the mediator type, it's great. You know, number 4. It's getting a little difficult now because I really just stick between those 3. Mm-hmm. Number 4, it used to be Jesser, but I don't really watch him as much. You know, as more. I still love him.
I used to watch him.
You know, he posts more vlogs and stuff like that, but I still love his content. But so I'm gonna say he's number 5. But I feel like there's someone like that goes before him. I just can't think because I know I watch him all the time. Mm-hmm. It's probably dang, man. Oh, Devin in the Lab, man. Devin in the Lab. That might be.
I thought that was gonna be number 1.
So that might be. Yeah, I forgot about him. That's probably in the top 3. So so who would I kick out then? Dang, that's tough. I'll probably go Devin in the Lab, then Marcellus. Only because I've been an OG Devin in the Lab fan, you know? Since like day 1, like 10,000 hours type beat, you know? Yeah. So, you know, those are the OGs. So I got Devin in the Lab. Top of my Afro Central. I'm going to go Devin in the Lab. I'm going to go Marcellus.
Okay.
I'm going to go House.
Okay.
And then Jesser. Just because I'm an OG Jesser fan too. So I'm going to keep like that.
I think I switch mine around a lot.
Yeah.
I guess right now, Gideon. Like, number 1. Gideon is the funniest.
He's funny.
Right now, he's killing the game. Like, everything. I used to not like stuff like how people like post. Mm-hmm. How he posts stuff like that. But, like, something about him. Like, his energy is the way he don't give a fuck. You should admire that, especially in the YouTube world. Like, people nowadays, like, we all get nervous, like, doing videos and stuff, like, coming up on YouTube, like, Twitch, doing podcasts, TikTok. We start by getting nervous, and but when you start getting inspired by other creators, you start to want to do what they want to do, but then you integrate yourself in it. You start being yourself. I think that's what Gideon is doing with his content. He don't fake none of his content. I watch his podcast. I watch everything, all his Gideon video. Every Gideon video is hilarious. Like, it's just dying, like, laughing. He does not care. Like, he's the definition of menace to society. Like, now, like, he would do anything. Like, and it's just he don't care about making money. He just going out there being himself, having fun. Because he had his story when he was stuck at one point at like 244K coming up as a YouTuber, and he had videos where he only had like 5,000 views on a couple of videos when he was like that. So he started doing something out of the ordinary that nobody was doing, and it started to blow him up. And he started getting new creator, new editor, and those people were day ones with him. So it started blowing him. It kind of inspired me to do this video today, like, with him and everything, and just like getting back to what I love to do instead of just work. And that's why I think Gideon right now is #1, because he's just hilarious and he just motivates others. I think he's the only creator that, like, the stuff he does, it motivates other creators to do. Other creators, one of my favorites. So I think Gideon right now is #1. I switch mine around a lot. #2, I would say Your Rage. Your Rage is funny. Like,
he's funny.
Every time an AMP video comes on, I'll watch I would just go to Your Rage to watch AMP. AMP is in my top 5 list too. So Your Rage is how he's another one where it's like he's just different when he reacts to stuff. He would been coming up since like 2016, 2017. I started watching him personally in 2018. I was like, let me give this dude a chance. He rages too much, but when I started watching, I was like, oh, he's actually funny. And that's how I started watching all his old videos and his new reactions. And it's just a good time. He just laughs and everything. He just have a good time. Especially with the AMP videos, it's hilarious. Every AMP video he posts, he reacts to it, and it's the funniest thing ever. Number three is a tough one. I think Cash is right there. Cash is right there. Yeah. Cash is the most genuine YouTuber. Like, he's one of the most genuine YouTubers that's on the platform. Like,
he's straightforward.
He comes with his own like catchphrases, and he's not that. I think he's actually pretty good basketball player. Like, defensively, he's pretty good. He gets a lot of hate, but he doesn't care. He motivates all his other creators and all his fans to start YouTube, because he's been doing YouTube for a decade. Like, it was literally Cash, Flight. If y'all remember OSN, so Moses. Yeah. I still, you always used to be my favorite YouTuber.
That laugh.
Yeah, the laugh.
Everything, man.
that one. Yeah, like, iPod. And like, just other creators, like Cash he's been grinding. So Cash is literally the reason why I still do this, because Cash, he's been doing it for years and he's still going. Like,
his story, he was a Walmart manager.
Yeah, he was a manager at Walmart, like, literally.
YouTube,
like, so
he started on.
You know what I'm saying? So like, he pays the bills. You know what I'm saying?
He gets some bills paid, man.
He gets bills paid all the time.
Here to do.
And his reactions is funny. Him and 50 Cal Mal. So
oh jeez, yeah.
I would say AMP is so funny. AMP is probably the best black community group other than RDC World.
Oh my gosh! Shout out
RDC World. It's hard. The list is hard. I ain't gonna lie. It's just the people I'm watching right now. Those are the people I'm watching right now. I would say Gideon, #1. #2, I would say Your Rage, because I always go to reactions. He probably reacts to Gideon. He reacts to AMP. Well, yeah, he reacts to everybody.
Yeah.
3, Cash, because he's the most genuine, and I'll react to everything. I gotta put Flight somewhere. Flight, I haven't watched much Flight lately, but you know, Flight's always gonna be up there. Like Flight's another genuine. He's just the most delusional one.
He had his own month.
He's the most delusional one. And then I would say 5. I mean, it's tough. Like, Kai is funny. Kai is hilarious. Like, Kai, like, when he was 18, he was doing this, like, back in New York and stuff like that. Duke was up there, too. Mm-hmm. Like, there's so much great content creators. So that's why we're inspired to do YouTube right now. You know what I'm saying? Doing podcasts, you know, doing all that. DDG used to be back in the day, good one. DDG, I do admire DDG. I respect DDG a lot for putting his whole family on.
Yeah, he on his music right now,
like,
ain't he?
Yeah, like, he's put his whole family. I respect all content creators that put their family and their friends on. Yeah. They don't just, because a lot of these creators now, they would make videos and get money, but then they would just forget about everything else. Yeah. And I don't like that. And I really appreciate DG for that. Like, he's the main one that put everybody on. His mama, Dub, his cousin, his other cousin, his brother, Dub. He put what's his name? All his cousins, his friends around him on. They all got almost 1 million subscribers because of him, really. So I admire that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why we all doing YouTube.
For sure.
Top 5. Let's go get the music, y'all. Top 5 artists you listen to right now. Top 5 artists of all time, in your opinion.
So I'm gonna give you 3 that I listen to. Alright, cause ain't no need to go farther than 3.
Okay.
Alright, cause you already know what's about to happen.
Okay.
So top of the list, Chance the not even gonna start. Chance the Rapper, number 1, best to ever do, the greatest. Yeah, don't. I know he like engaged. You know he's got to really indulge. But what I just said, Chance the Rapper, top of the list right now. You know he's probably the best to ever do it, the best in the game, best youngest to ever come up and do it. You know, and what's good?
You go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. Chance the Rapper, you know, just is so talented, so everything, just so Chance, just so rapper, just so you know. But I'm gonna chill down. I'm going. I'm going number 2. Yeah. So really, it go back and forth between 1 and 2. It's either Chance the Rapper or we got J. Cole, man. J. Cole, that's for life, man. You know, I grew up on J. Cole. Way back from what's it called? Looking for Trouble. What he had who did he have on that? He had Kanye. He had Big Sean. He had Pusha. He had Pusha on there. Okay. He had Sci-Hi. Man, it was crazy, man. That was like the first one that put me on the J. Cole, man. Number 3 is it's all part of kind of Dreamville hits right now. We got JID or Jid. I've been crazy on Jid. You know, I'll try to see. Let me see how I do 4 and 5. 4 and 5. I listen to right now. Dang, this is tough. I say 4. See, dang, this is tough. 4, I might have to go. See, that's why I really don't go to, like, I listen to a lot more artists, but I always say, like, you know, like my top 5, like, favorite, you know? Yeah. But I'm going 4. I might have to, because I know I'm going to say something I know I'm going to forget, you know? And I'm going to be like, dang, I meant to say him, because I really mess with him. Yeah. I was going to be listening outside music other than his top 3. I was going to go like Kendrick. Kendrick for sure is up there. You know, that's I feel like that should be everybody, you know? Okay. But 5, dang, who's 5? This is tough. You put me on the spot with this one, man. 5. So who we got right now? We got Chance, we got J. Cole, we got Jid, and we got Kendrick. And
actually you got 3. You just take Chance out.
Huh? Oh, really, Chance does kind of 5, but I just figured, you know, to keep
he
going.
kind of 6.
Yeah, Chance really kind of like 7, you know, artists, you know, greats. So, you know, honestly, I'm gonna just say Chance again if that's the case, you know. So we got Chance at number 1, J. Cole at number 2, JID at 3, Kendrick at 4, and Chance again at number 5. You know, man, because sorry, bitch. You know, he gonna start it.
Who's number 5?
Right now, honestly, I'm gonna go 21 Savage. I miss a lot of 21 Savage music, you know. Like, OG 21 Savage music. You know? Chico. Low key. It's just, he might not say like bars crazy like that, but his flow is just stupid. And then when he does want to get in his bars, he low key can. I can't lie. Yeah. You know?
21 Chico.
You know? That's dope.
Right now, for me, top 5 favorite I'm listening to right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, honestly, I listen to a lot of like tight beats. Like I'm just a person I listen to beats and stuff like that, instrumentals.
Yeah.
But I would say I listen to a lot of Gunna.
Alright.
Gunna's hard to me. He's just a vibe. Like you can go back and forth like Gunna versus Lil Baby, but both of them are great on their own aspect of their own talents. Lil Baby is great for rapping about the streets. Gunna's just a whole vibe. Like you can just like drive in a car and just whip and just listen to Gunna. Like that's why I like listening to Gunna. Drake. Old Drake. Like yeah, CLB was alright, but it was just bland. Like it didn't do that for me. After like a month, it was like yeah, exactly. After a month, it was like okay. It was another radio mainstream album for me. It was still alright, but it was not Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Other. I have a whole playlist. I like Nav. I want to say he's top 5. I like 21 Savage. It's just for me. I listen to everything. So like, definitely like Gunna, Drake. Right now, Nav. Saw Baby.
Oh, for real?
Not that other album, but he's just funny to listen to.
Alright. I'll let you slide. I'll let you slide on that one.
I haven't listened to Kendrick in a minute.
I'm waiting for him to drop, man. He needs to drop ASAP.
Yeah, Kendrick needs to drop.
Same thing with Chance, man. Chance, if you watching, you need to drop, man.
The Underachievers is nice. I like the Underachievers.
Okay, yeah.
They underrated. J. Cole, his last album was alright.
Really? People been saying that. I think it's 9 out of 10.
I would say 7. I would think it's slightly better. It's slightly better than CLB. But I'm missing the Friday Night Lights.
That was something else.
I'm missing that J. Cole.
That was something else.
The J. Cole now is just like more like speaking on the streets and speaking on today's society, which is alright.
I mess with that though.
I do too, but it's like he's dragging it a little bit.
You think so?
A little bit.
I feel that's what the people need, you know? I listen to a lot of like trap music nowadays that keeps everyone attention, like, you know, guns and stuff, killing. I think J. Cole's like, you know, the mediation between it, you know? Because he can do it both.
Yeah.
He can do it all, low key, you know? If you want to slow it down, he want to speed it up, you want to take medium speed, he can do it. And I went to his tour, his off-season tour, you know, and that man's hype. And he's like, just at concert, he's like the same straight up dude you would think him to be, you know. He does his concerts like his own way. It's not like your typical concert. Yeah. It's like he doesn't care if you don't know this song or not. This man still played it. He's like, there's gonna be like 10 of y'all that probably know this song, and the rest of you is gonna be standing there. Y'all can get turned if you want, but he's like, I want to play this because I want to perform this one. And when I kid you not, I honestly, and I'm a huge J. Cole fan, I didn't even know the song, you know? And he still played it. He said, there's like 15 of you.
You sound like Safe Farm.
Yeah. He's like, there's 15 of you that like knew that song. Like, I appreciate y'all. Y'all mess with me and stuff like that. I was like, dang, this man does not care. He's really just a straight up dude who does like, you know, like what he feels is right. Not what other people want. He does what he wants, you know? Yeah. And it's what he feels like right. I was like, that's a straight up dude, you know? People like that, and having rappers like that, you know, like actually influence like society.
For sure.
That's what I mess with, you know.
For sure, I definitely respect J. Cole for that.
Yeah.
The one artist right now is my favorite, Don Toliver.
I heard a lot of people.
Don Toliver, Don Toliver. That album was great. Don Toliver is just a whole vibe. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's gonna cap off for this podcast episode, man. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. And I need y'all to follow my boy on TikTok, JUSTJU45.
That's right.
Follow him on his YouTube, JUSTJU. Follow him on his Instagram. Follow his all social medias. Follow your boy. I need help.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Follow this podcast, WillChill. My main channel will be posting more on there soon. WillChill. Might think about just switching things up on there. And just my social media, _ WillChill, my Instagram, and then we'll be C20 on Twitter. I appreciate you joining for my podcast, man.
Appreciate you having me
My
here,
first
man.
collab,
You know,
man.
this is dope. This is my first little podcast setting,
know
so
what
you know,
I'm saying?
this is dope. You know, more to come, hopefully.
Yeah,
And,
definitely more to come.
We gonna keep going up from
For
here,
sure.
man. Just trying to be great.
Positive vibes. We're trying to, strive to our goals, man. Anybody who wants to be on my podcast, definitely hit my line. And I appreciate you tuning in. Being Bull Will, and I'm out.
Catch.